friends! Welcome back to my canal. Today we're making something simple, cozy, and absolutely delicious, a healthy, no-knead homemade bread. Yep, no kneading at all. Just a few good ingredients, some patience, and you'll be rewarded with a rustic loaf that's full of flavor and goodness. We're using whole wheat and rye flours today, not only for their nutty taste, but also for the extra fiber, vitamins, and minerals they bring. And trust me, when this bread starts baking, your whole kitchen will smell like a little bakery in the countryside. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's make some bread. Alright, here's what you'll need for one good-sized loaf, about 1.5 to 1.75 pounds. 3 cups of all-purpose flour. If you can find type 000 flour, that's even better, but regular AP flour works great. 1/3 cup whole wheat flour adds texture and nutrition. 3 tablespoons of rye flour, a little goes a long way to add depth and a slightly earthy taste. 1.5 cups warm water, make sure it's warm, not hot. Around 100 degrees Fahrenheit is perfect. 3/4 teaspoon of salt, for flavor balance. Just a pinch of dry yeast, or you can use about 1/2 teaspoon of fresh yeast if you have it. Now, in a large mixing bowl, add all your dry ingredients, flours, salt, and yeast. Give that a quick stir so everything's evenly distributed. Next, pour in your warm water. The key here is don't overthink it. We're not kneading, we're just bringing the dough together. So grab a spatula or wooden spoon and start stirring until you get a thick, sticky dough. It won't look pretty, and that's totally okay. This dough is rustic and real. Once everything is combined and there's no dry flour left, cover your bowl with a lid, plastic wrap, or a clean towel. Now let it rest in a warm spot around 77 degrees Fahrenheit 25 degrees Celsius until it doubles in size. That usually takes about 3 hours, depending on your room temperature. While we wait, let's talk nutrition. While that beautiful dough is rising, let's chat about why this bread is so much more than just tasty. It's loaded with fiber, which keeps your digestion happy and helps you stay full longer. You're getting B vitamins, which support your nervous system and keep your energy levels stable. We're using complex carbs, not the fast-burning kind, so you get steady energy without the sugar crash. And minerals like iron, magnesium, and zinc. They're great for your immune system and your bones. Plus, that little bit of rye flour is wonderful for your heart. It's known to help reduce cholesterol. So basically, it's bread that loves you back. Once your dough has risen and looks puffed up and bubbly, it's time to shape it. Dust your hands lightly with flour and use a spatula to gently pull the dough away from the sides of the bowl. Then, using the French fold technique, stretch the dough from each side inward, north, south, east, west, and form it into a tight ball. Place it back into the bowl, cover it again, and now comes the magic. We're putting it in the fridge for 24 hours. This slow fermentation builds flavor and gives the bread a beautiful structure. The next day, take the dough out of the fridge. You'll notice it's puffed up again and might even have a few bubbles on top. That's perfect. Preheat your oven to 480 degrees Fahrenheit or 250 degrees Celsius. While the oven heats up, lay out a piece of parchment paper or foil, sprinkle it generously with flour, and gently tip the dough out onto it. Sprinkle a bit more flour on top and score the surface with a sharp knife. This helps the bread expand in the oven. Now bake, first, 20 minutes covered with foil or a Dutch oven lid. This keeps the steam in and helps create that crust. Then remove the cover and bake for 25 more minutes. Your kitchen will smell amazing by this point. Final reveal, and Just look at that loaf. Golden crust, a soft and airy inside, and a smell that'll bring everyone into the kitchen. This bread is proof that eating well doesn't have to be complicated. So if you're looking for a healthy, hearty bread that's easy to make, give this a try. If you love this recipe, hit that like button, subscribe for more homemade goodness, and tell me in the comments, what's your favorite kind of bread to bake? See you next time, and happy baking!